Now for the all-important question of who to save, 1 human baby or 10 human zygotes.
On another hand, when you tell me that you value any and all human lives, ask yourself if you value a unicellular human organism. Would you rather save 1 human baby or 10 human zygotes?
There are so many problems with this question that I'm going to first list them and then explain them more thoroughly. Number 1, this question more closely relates to IVF than abortion. Number 2, choosing to save some people over others does not imply that it should be legal to kill those who are not chosen. Number 3, the use of a newborn in the hypothetical may implicitly support the pro-life view. Number 4, moral intuitions can be wrong, especially in cultures where prejudice against certain human beings is rampant. Starting with the first point, Dean's question more closely relates to IVF than abortion, since in the case of abortion, the child is already being gestated in the mother's body. Risks like death during the thawing process would not be present for a child already being gestated, but would be present for frozen human embryos. Rephrasing the hypothetical to one more analogous to the abortion conversation would look like the following. Which would you rather save? 99 pregnant women or 100 non-pregnant women? In this case, I imagine even most pro-choicers wouldn't consider it unreasonable for someone to save the 99 pregnant women. Also, suppose you had a choice between saving a healthy, dearly loved family member or 2 terminally ill 99-year-olds, each with only a week left to live. A lot of people might choose to save their family member, but that wouldn't mean that they don't consider the terminally ill to be persons or that they think it should be legal to murder them. The use of a newborn in the hypothetical is particularly interesting. On the one hand, using newborns in hypotheticals surrounding abortion is often useful, since newborns are closer to the unborn in many aspects than an adult human being is. However, it's worth noting that we extend great care to newborns, particularly because they are weak, dependent, and defenseless. For example, if first responders to a hurricane saw a woman and her newborn on top of a car on a flooded street, they would likely prioritize getting the newborn to safety, since he or she is more dependent on the care of others. If this logic were applied consistently, our culture wouldn't dehumanize the unborn based upon their high levels of dependency and neediness, but would instead extend great care to them, much like we do with newborn human infants. Our moral intuitions can also be wrong. For example, in the early 1800s, if you asked some white Americans in the South whether they would rather save 1 white American over 2 black Americans, it's quite possible that some or most of them would have said that they would save the 1 white American. Yet they would have been wrong, because morality isn't determined by a popular vote and all human beings are created equal.